The city forgets the small horrors. Streetlights smear, glass hums, and some nights keep their own quiet prayers. Rory lived above old pipes and older secrets. He paid rent with silence and called the place his apprenticeship in loneliness. The first sound was small, like a coin in a tin. It came from beneath the floorboards, patient and patient again. He told himself it was rats, pipes, the city settling into its old bones. The voice in the crawl space did not answer. Neighbors had stories. The stories shed like skin. They never said the name, but the name answered in the dust. At night, he would press his ear to the floor and listen as if listening could change what was living below. A toy appeared on his kitchen tile one morning. A cracked plastic clown, its paint flaked like old promises. He found a smear of makeup on the baseboard and a childish footprint in dust that led nowhere and everywhere at once. He set a camera once, cheap and blinking. The footage ate static and left a blink of something that was not completely dark. At 2 a.m, the pipes whispered a melody that could almost be called laughter, like a child learning to imitate wrong things. Rory started talking to the floor. He asked practical questions. What do you want? How long? Are you hungry? And the floor kept pace. The reply once was a single soft syllable that could have been a name or a laugh. It settled like cold lint on his neck. He found a child's drawing tucked beneath a board, a crooked house, a smiling figure with red rings around the eyes. Neighbors began to avoid his hallway. Eyes slid past him like curtains. Silence wears people thinner than any winter. A voicemail arrived with no caller, only a high, patient hum and a child's breath that counted the seconds between beats. He pried a loose board and peered into a shallow black maw. Something moved with careful economy down there. An old song hummed in muffled cadence. The tune belonged to nowhere he could remember and everywhere he would forget. He whispered a name he did not know he knew. The answer was the scrape of something small and deliberate against wood. He opened the crawl space properly that night. The beam of the flashlight was a confession in a room built for secrets. Something leaned forward to meet the light. It was small and wrong and wrapped in a fabric of cheap ribbons and old smiles. Its face was not a face, more a stitched suggestion of one. Red rings, too wide mouth, eyes like hollows rehearsing joy. He reached. Something small and strangely patient curled against his fingers, a mitten, a paw, a promise that knew his name. It whispered a phrase in a voice like paper being folded. The words were Japanese and gentle and terrible. He felt the room lean in. Air thinned until breathing was a thought. The crawl space wanted to be known and also worshipped. He did not smash the thing. He set it back like an apology and closed the board with hands that trembled as if from distance. Days convinced him of ordinary life. Coffee, a bus, the low arithmetic of breakfast. But the clown keeps its timetable. Sometimes at the corner of his vision, he saw little things rearranged. A toy moved an inch. A smear shifted like a thought. He told himself he had power by name denial. Naming the thing kept it sensible. Naming is the last small iron in a cold hand. Weeks later, a letter slid under his door with no stamp, no name. Inside, a child's crayon circle and the same patient comma of a smile. He learned that some doors do not open once and stay open. They breathe. Tonight the house exhaled and the crawl space smiled.